There's only 3 Sigma stages.
Look at that background.
So in the original game, I remember this specifically, this stage in the original is just this elevator. And one thing about X8 is that there's this currency you need to craft ships. And there's like parts in every single stage where you basically just do like enemy spam. Like they lock you in a room and you just fight a bunch of enemies. Especially those yellow guys, like the kind of guys that kind of look like superbosses. And they'll do it constantly in every single stage. And this remake gets rid of all of it because it's all crap.
There we go. I wonder if there's speedruns for this. And it probably involves using this thing, and the electric thing the entire time.
I haven't watched a speedrun, but I bet it is exactly that.
I mean, it has to be.
I bet a good speedrun for this is like very impressive.
Well, yeah, the technique of being able to do that at the right moments.
Yeah, like obviously a speedrun would not do that because that was crap.
It's literally over.
And the this move is like hard to explain, but you can control the rebounds if you hold up or down. It'll influence like how it bounces, but because it's so fast, it's so hard to control.
No, I can get it. But that movement technique would sure be something.
No!
At least you don't get thrown back when you're hit like
yeah, I'm
that.
specifically using the armor that eliminates knockback.
Da, da, da. But
Bob.
only having 3 left.
And a very nice thing. It might make the game a little bit too... No, I wouldn't say so. The final boss of this game is really hard. But when you exit a stage, all your E-tanks get automatically refilled. Another really nice quality of life thing. So if you're like fighting the final boss and like you die after using all 4 E-tanks, you're not like screwed.
Wait, I'm gonna make a reference that is actually apt and one of the only times I've ever been able to make this reference. Oh, okay, that's it. It's 5:40. So we have to stop. We have to stop. I guess I'll finish this game up next time later on, but we gotta go. We gotta go right now. Did you like that? Was that pretty good?
Oh, no times, James. What happened to you?
He has no time. Although I want to say something for all you truthers out there. I'll leave it at this. Cinemassacre truthers are the biggest losers to ever exist. I'm talking like bronies. I'm talking like whatever. Like Cinemassacre truthers, biggest losers ever. To be so obsessed with someone just because they don't make as many YouTube videos anymore is the most pathetic thing I can ever think of. I like to meme, but my god. Anyway, it was Mega Man X. They were playing Mega Man X when the 540 thing happened.
I think anyone who gets like hung up on like some like e-celeb and like follows their every move, it's just like it's so pathetic.
It's bad.
Especially like the entirety of like Kiwi Farms is that.
Oh yeah, that's Oops. Joypad, no. Imagine playing Mega Man X with a keyboard. I just don't know. That doesn't feel right.
Sure it doesn't.
I mean, it would work.
Alright, so sort of I think they added this in this remake. Every single one of these is like a little mini challenge, and some of them are more annoying than others.
I thought this was the boss refights.
it is the boss refights, but they add this little like challenge to them. Also, they change how the refights work. So, so you can do pairs of 2 if you're epic. If you're epic enough, though, you can do all 8 at once, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
Oh.
Okay, I'm super scared of this one. Okay. No! Okay. I panicked so hard. Come on.
Ching!
Alright, so normally these are like encased now, but if you just use the bomb, it opens them.
Okay.
So it's cool that it lets you do this. Okay, so here's the gimmick we didn't see and how crap it is.
Well, I mean, if you have this, it's pretty cool. If you didn't have this, it's essentially...
But this right here is crap. There is a bottomless pit at the end of this.
Oh.
So that's not cool.
They're like, please...
Okay, that's the hardest.
They're like, please stop fighting it, and they keep hiding them. They're like, please stop fighting it, please. Please go fight the bosses. Stop adding to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
It's so cool that you
them.
can do this, though.
We literally did it. High and by.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're going left. It's like I'm reading manga again.
I'm fine you've ever read manga. Again, my butt.
I've looked through manga at the store to make sure it wasn't X-rated. Does that count?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes when people trade in manga and I just flip through it to make sure it's not X-rated, sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, it certainly is. and that's legit my reaction when. Because some older ones don't say. Newer manga will say,
oh
like,
my god, that almost killed me.
13 or 17 plus, but some older doesn't say, so I just have to look through it and be like, alright, where is it?
Yeah, okay, so you can see that all 8 crystals are added, so this is going to be a dumpster fire.
It's the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
All of them's fun. Like, it's just in this room.
Heh. They don't have a life bar?
No. Hey, can you do the move that is good?
Now, why are you getting your life back?
Oh, the second armor that you get, it removes the knockback, but it lets you get the like health back, depending on how many hits you take, or how many buster shots you make. And with the obviously with the laser, because it hits like almost every frame, it is really, really OP.
Okay. Do these have as much life as they normally have, you think? Or do you think they're like kinda chilled down birds?
I think they do. It's just the laser takes so much damage.
Yeah. Well, you would have been dead 3 times over if not for getting that life back, so you're literally fighting 8 enemies at once.
Yeah. So kind of a meme, but I think it's funny. And it's
no, that was cool. They all just showed up there like, hey. X, get out of there!
Alright, now we're starting to get the bosses that are actually, like, legitimately really hard. Sigma!
Give the Sigma music.
So even though I have all 8 heart pieces and like a good armor, Sigma takes so much damage. Really? Dude, Sigma already dropped like the arc on the earth and like killed everyone. You know how mad he is. X.
Perhaps it's time for our final showdown!
Perhaps.
He did the move!
Oh!
That field window, really cool Pink's sword.
I don't think I need that, but, you know, just for safety.
Oh, absolutely.
It was just a New Age Reploid pretending to be Sigma this entire time!
In what game did he drop something on the earth and kill everyone? Or was that like
the beginning of X6?
Oh, okay. I don't remember anything about 6.
X5 has the, so you can, in the bad ending, you can have the arc drop on Earth, and X6 makes that, like, canon. So, like, that's, like, the intended, like, story node. But, like, it almost feels like they retconned that because it's, like, so ridiculous that, like, X6 has almost, like, been, like, retconned out of existence.
Do humans even exist?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like, because obviously everyone's like robots and stuff. I didn't know if it was like...
The New Age Reploids are like rebelling because like they just don't want to be treated like tools like the Old Age Reploids, like X.
Right. Human bros, not like this. Uh-oh.
4-file fight. But he has the power armor this time. But this is, I think this is way easier than the third fight, where he's on top of the Jacob Tower.
That background flame looks exactly like Shovel Knight. The graphics in Shovel Knight. It's crazy.
Definitely does. It looks nice. But yeah, I definitely want this to be easier than the third fight, because I have to do 4 boss fights in this stage.
Oh, wow. Man, imagine trying to beat this with, like, no upgrades.
Yeah, low percent for this game would be insanely hard.
Sigma?
Yeah, now Sigma is just like a fodder enemy. The most Kino JRPG trope.
It's definitely true. Yo, that background with the Earth. Also, I didn't realize you weren't on the Earth.
Yeah, the Jacob Tower is like connected to the moon, I guess. Alright, sketchy part coming. Okay, 1. Oh, okay.
Frame perfect. Literally frames. Backwards. My God.
Oh, this is funny. Oh, that was not funny for you. I promise. If you ride a missile up to the final boss, you're just like behind him now.
Yeah.
Welcome, Maverick Hunter.
He's like Sigma Satan, literally.
Yeah, Sigma's been brought back so many times that, like, he is, like, barely, like, his original self anymore. Especially by, like... Do you remember in X6 how he's just, like, a shambling corpse?
I think I do, yeah.
He's really bad in X6. And then X7 is, like, really weird. I remember, like, he's fully brought back, but then they just retcon it out. It's like, cool consistency, guys.
Yeah. I wish at some point they would have been like, here's a new thing, but it's like, it's the same thing with Dr. Wily in the original. It's like, nope.
At least Wily is, like, super, like, recognizable and, you know, he's just, like, he's comically evil in terms of, like, a Saturday morning cartoon sort of thing.
Right.
But, like, Sigma, like, wants to, like, kill everybody all the time. It's, like, not funny.
He's literally Satan. Yeah, the amount of frames he has on his movements is really good.
Yeah, he looks so good. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, we did a YouTube land.
Alright, boss 1 of 3. So I could be wrong, I'm not a Mega Man lore expert, but I think Sigma legitimately dies, like, there. Like, he's probably coming back because of what's about to happen, but I think his original self, like, died then.
Lumine.
Lumine, I guess.
From when?
From the very beginning.
That's right.
So they definitely do truncate the story and cut out some moments, especially because Zero and Axel aren't even in the game, so... She does kind of feel like she just comes out of nowhere.
She's the precursor to that PSP game Lumines. Huh?
So she's kind of explaining that the New Age Reploid, Sigma was part of, like, sort of the basis of, like, where, like, how they were constructed, along with, like, most of the old Reploid types. So, like... Basically, she's saying that any New Age Reploid can become the new Sigma at any given time, which means that, like, basically Sigma won the war. Eventually, like, before Mega Man Zero starts, like, that series, like, X does figure out, like, the Maverick, like, vaccine and ends the Maverick Wars, but it takes a long time. And that's why it just keeps continuing and continuing until, like, the world is, like, ravaged and, like, barely functional and almost all the humans are dead. I think Zero, like, goes into, like, cryostasis for 100 years to, like, so they can develop basically the vaccine from his, because he is the progenitor of the Maverick virus. So he goes into stasis, and that's why he's the protagonist of the Zero series, because he gets woken up again. Although it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Old man. Ha ha. Classic, where it's like, we're the new ones, we're advanced, old go away. Old bad, new good. Okay.
Yeah, just...
Lumine. Wow, she is moving at like 150 frames per second or something. Like, it's crazy. So smooth.
Nice. So when she morphs into the different Mavericks, she gets the weakness of them, but I don't think she has like a normal weakness outside of that. But this next form does. This is the most anime Mega Man X fight. This really reminds me of the Zero series and how like ridiculous that one gets.
Kefka?
Like basically Kefka.
It's like anime Kefka. Yo, that background is literally the final Kefka fight from FF3. what is this, Radiant Silver Gun? Man. Oh, getting the multiple hits, that's cool.
Nice end time.
Probably what, like, legitimately, like,
an hour
10 or something
like that.
15
minutes or something. Obviously, we watched all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
You can skip all.
And got 100%. I mean, that's a good length for an X game. Yeah. I think if it was much longer, you would get to the point of being like, all right.
Hey, look, an excuse for why X won't have the armor next time. Look, it's like on the ground because he's like so exhausted from the fight.
It all broke off. It's the old Samus thing. I'm gonna go back to my normal suit because Raisons. Just. She said it. She said just.
Just
F my crap up, fam.
See ya.
Oh my god. X was like, alright.
But yeah, I think the ending of this game is pretty depressing because it's basically the acknowledgement is that every single New Age Reploid can just become the next Luminate, the next Sigma. And it's like, well, cool. I guess this war is never ever gonna end.
Yeah, that's tough. Because X will be like, what do I have to go through this all the time?
X has a hard life, especially if you go with the Zero canon. Like, Zero goes into cryostasis so they can develop the vaccine. And then X has to fight alone for, like, as many years as that,
Roberto Carlos Martinez Escorado. Oh, that's awesome.
And then eventually X becomes a cyber elf, and, like, he, like, loses his body but still is alive as a cyber elf. But Zero's, lore is weird and confusing.
Man, imagine if you had a special thanks here.
And all thanks to the Mega Man X speedrunning community.
Paradise Lost.
I guess that's the title or the subtitle of it.
I mean, it's the name of a really famous book, but I can't imagine that has anything to do with it.
Kosuke Nasu.
Oh, they're basing off the...
This is the original...
Yeah.
See, this fan game does what Nintendo doesn't. They actually credit the original, like, guys behind the original project.
Literally.
Come on, Nintendo, what's your problem?
Where do we begin? Literally, if I had worked at Capcom, I would find out about this. I'd be like, and why haven't we hired this guy? Huh?
I'm just glad that Capcom is relatively chill with these fan projects. Like, Sega's super chill. Capcom is mostly chill as long as it's not like a mod that they don't like. They've been cracking down on mods ever since, dude. One of the funniest things ever happened. There was a Street Fighter tournament, and the guy who was hosting the tournament had like nude mods on, and he forgot to turn them off. The stream started with a bunch of nude mods.
Oh my god.
And that's especially when Capcom was like, these are not cool. Stop buying our games.
I mean,
for the most part, Capcom is still like a million times better than Nintendo, which Nintendo is like, no fun allowed, also we're gonna ruin your life.
I mean, the Resident Evil, what is it? What do they call their engine? RE engine, that's right. Yeah. That thing is ridiculously moddable, and I've seen a billion mods on that, and they don't seem to really care.
I mean, people still do it. You can't tell people to stop doing something because they're just gonna do it forever.
Well, unless you're Nintendo, you can do your absolute best.
You can try your best, and you can ruin lives, but you're still not gonna stop it.
Yay! All right, X, you did it, kinda.
All right,
105.
So, like I said, there's 3 super bosses. Well, 2 super bosses and then 1 like Easter egg boss. What we do that next time, you have to S rank all of the sunflower stages in one go. So that might be an ordeal in itself because it's pretty hard. Because if you die, like, if you do the first two and then die on the third one, you have to redo the entire stage.
Bruh.
But I'll try to get good. Also, I still have not beaten one of the super bosses because it's so ungodly hard.
Oh, well, there we go.
In fact, well, we'll get into it next time. There's a gimmick to one of them. But, yeah. Anyway.
Alright, boys and ghouls. We'll see you next time to finish off this X8 solo project. And bye.